So today the episode is not gonna be here.
Come with us. That's gonna be a surprise. Yeah, we have really exciting news, but wait until you get there. It's taking too long, right? Just hold a little bit longer. It's gonna be worth. Just hold a little bit longer. We're getting there, getting there. Yeah, I'm really excited. It seems like fake, but it's true. I'm really, really excited with that. Check this out, where we are.
In the MAST area.
Yeah, basically one of those masts is our mast. So now, guess which one it is? It's somewhere around here, like, yeah. So, let's get started.
I'm Roberta.
And I'm Luca.
And for the past year, we have been building our own tiny shipping container house, so we can travel around knowing that we will always have this little place that we can call home.
But guess what? We just found our dream project before we expected. This abandoned sailboat. So we are gonna stop building the house for a couple months to bring our boat back to life. And then we're gonna go back and finish the house. Important moment, exciting moment. Our mast just arrived. That's so cool. We're really, really excited. We've been waiting for months for that. So let's go around and check out the mast. I'm gonna turn off this one. You can shoot with this one. Isn't it beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah. This new mast is so beautiful. It's just amazing, like all the welds, and it's just really well built. This mast was built in Brazil. The aluminum actually I think is from Holland, but they just import the aluminum and they do all the cuts and welds on the south of Brazil. And the company is called Manotaço.
It's like 1 kilometer?
1,000
kilometers from here.
Yeah, this mast was built 1,000 kilometers from here, and that's the tricky part. Because it might seem that's just like, no, you just buy a new mast. You just call them and ask, I want a new mast for my boat that's 44 feet. It's not like that. Yeah, the problem is our boat, we had no layout of the sail plans. We had no drawings of the sail plans, and we only had the old mast down. So we needed to do all the measurements again, and that took a while. Remember my friend that was here on the first week helping us with the decisions of how to fix the boat? He has a lot of experience, and he also works with this masting company all the time. He had built many boats, so he came here twice, maybe 3 times, to help with the measurements and understanding, and to come up with a new sail plan, because we are gonna tweak a little bit the sail plane. It's not 100% the same as it used to be. And how about, is this mast better than the other?
In our opinion, it's better.
Yeah, I mean the other mast was okay, it's no problem, but this one is more modern. The aluminum is better, the mast is lighter, and that's why we can have stainless steel railing on the boat, because we put more weight on the boat, but we have less weight on the mast now. And also we are gonna have two head sails. On the other one we had one, and we are gonna have batting car. That's the the little car that goes on the main sail to be easy to go up and down. Easier.
And we thought the other mast was filled with foam.
And it wasn't.
And it wasn't.
But anyways, it was a good exchange.
Yeah.
And we already sold. I don't know if you are new here. We decided to sell our old mast and buy a new one. Maybe you are not understanding what's going on. The old mast we sold for around 1/3 of the price of this mast. So for us, it was a good deal. And for the person that bought our old mast, it was also a good deal, because he lives even farther north, like 300 kilometers, like 3,000 kilometers north. That means he would need to buy a mast 4,000 kilometers from where he lives, and so that was a good deal for everyone.
But it's not just the mast. We sold and we bought new boom.
Boom. Yeah, the boom. It's right here. Let's show the boom.
Spinnaker.
Yeah. Present us the boom. So that's our new boom and our new spinnaker pole right there. We still didn't buy the ends. We're gonna buy this week. And new spreaders. Yeah. That was another problem. Our old mast, these spreaders were made out of wood, and they were completely destroyed, rotten. Yeah. When we arrived here on the boatyard 8 months ago, the mast was almost falling by itself.
Yeah.
One of the stays actually broke, like maybe a year or two ago, alone sitting on the yard, and that's scary. So right away when we arrived, we took the mast down, and then we took the decision of making a new mast.
If you didn't see, the video is here, so you can take a look.
And I think the boat is gonna be a lot better with these masts, because now we can actually think about the sail plan the way we want, and that's the reason why we went to New York last week. I mean this week. Yeah, next week we're gonna go to Miami and New York. You guys know that already. When you watch this video, we might be on the airplane coming back to Brazil, and the reason why we went to New York was to sit with UK sail makers to come up with a really good sail plan for what we want to do with this boat, with this new mast. And that's what we need to do today. We need to take some measurements of the mast, so when we sit there with them, we have more information to talk about, right?
And another thing that we changed from the old mast to this one is the height.
That's true. Yeah, we have like 50 centimeters higher mast now, and that's okay, because all the owners of the same boat we talked to, they said they need a lot of sails in order to sail, and if we need to have less sails, we just gonna, how you call? Reef. Yeah, you can always reef. I mean, like when the wind's light, we use the entire sail plan, and then we just reef. So we want the option of having more sails.
And it's not a problem with the. They said that we could have some problems with the stays, but we are making the whole sail planes again, so it's not a problem to change the mast.
Yeah, we are also changing the dimension of the stays. I mean, the support for the stays on the hardware on the deck, it's really thick. It's stainless steel welded to the hull. It's a metal boat, so it's really, really strong, all the supports. And we are gonna have thicker stays. So, for example, the main head stay, it used to be 10 millimeters, now it's gonna be 12, because we have two sails in front. And also, that's a big change we did. Instead of having two sails, the other mast actually had space for two sails, but the second genoa was on the second spreader. That means it was a lot lower than the first genoa, and it was just so small that the former owner took off permanently because he didn't use. He said it was too small to be used. So we decided to have two genoas that are going to be big, like maybe 100% one and 150 the other one. So both genoas are going to be on the top of the mast. We can show them the support.
He said they never use this because the boat needs to have a lot of wind.
Yeah, sail area. He needs more sail area, so the genoa was too small. It's too heavy.
It's heavy. It's like 14
tons, maybe.
Tons?
Yeah, I think it's 14 tons. But I'm going to show you the difference of where the... Just come. It's easier to show than to explain. It's really hot. She's slow, see? So here is the top of the mast. helicopter again. It's always like that. You turn on the camera, they come with the helicopter. I think they just want to pick us up. But
it's like a bee. That's it.
Yeah.
When you are with a sweet smell, the bee comes. It's like the camera is there.
Yeah, no, it's just our pilot just came to pick us up. But I said, come later. We need to record now. Not yet. It's always on the wrong time. So I sent him back home, and he's gonna come back
Someone
later.
can believe in that. It's not true.
No, it's not true. I'm just joking. We don't have a helicopter. So basically, here is the top of the mast. The main genoa comes from here. Used to be the second genoa all the way. You stay there, just so they see the distance. So the second genoa on the old mast used to be here. So look at the distance she is. You cannot even see her. So now we're gonna have the second genoa all the way here. So that means
60
both.
centimeters from the top. Right?
Yeah, so that means both genoas are gonna be really close to each other. You
Wait
can
for
imagine.
it.
Yeah.
56 and a half.
Yeah. In this way, we're gonna have two big sails, head sails. That means that when we want to go wing on wing, we have a perfect sail plan. Of course, we cannot jibe or tack the main one, the big one, with this one right in front. That means that we always need to furl one side and open to the other side.
That's okay. At least we have the option.
But that's a cruising boat. That's not a racing boat. We don't mind. And even on racing boats, if you see Volvo Ocean race boats, they also furl and unfurl. They'll never. I believe they will never tack. And also we have the third point. That's pretty good. Yes. So big genoa, small genoa, and here we will have the option of hoisting a storm jib. Yeah, a really small strong storm jib that we won't even have a stay. It's probably just gonna be a Spectra cable, just a technical cable, and we just have the sail ready to hoist whenever we need, really quick. And this is gonna be on the deck. This is gonna be on the same spot that used to be that genoa. So that's gonna be a much smaller genoa.
How about the boom?
What do you mean the boom?
Come on.
See, she's taking the lead now. People say that she don't speak, but she's getting much more.
Improving.
She's improving her speaking.
This week we are talking with Zé do Mastro, that's the specialist.
Zé do Mastro is the guy that fixed our rudder, that he's gonna install the mast also.
Yeah, and we were gonna speak with him about installing the boom on the mast. And he said that we can install and then we can adjust the height.
Yeah, the height of the boom we can adjust perfectly for the cockpit. So, you know, like, of course you're not going to change a lot the height of the boom, but we can, like 5 centimeters up or down, we can decide the height of the boom. So we can have a bimini on the top of this cockpit, right?
We are still deciding where to put the
spinnaker boom.
Spinnaker
pole. Yeah, the spinnaker pole usually people would have on the mast. We are probably going to have on the deck, not on the mast.
Our mast is not passing through the hull.
Yeah, it's not. It's just on the top of the deck. Doesn't go through the deck. And we like the idea of having a spinnaker pole on the deck. So in a case, you're not going to think about that. It's never going to happen. But just in case something happened to the mast, if we lose the mast, we still have the spinnaker pole that somehow can become a fortune mast, because as the mast is on the top, it's just how you call it? Precaution is we're never gonna need that, hopefully, but we just like the idea of having the spinnaker pole on the deck.
The other reason we are going to the US is because we need to buy new clutches.
But hopefully we want to talk to a company that we already sent them a message on Miami Boat Show and see if they want to sponsor us with some clutches. Because we need a lot of, it's like 13 clutches.
Yeah. Another thing that we need to buy that we still don't have is the top part for the spinnaker.
Yeah, the tip, like, I don't know how you call that, but the hook.
Thing.
The little hook. Yeah, but now I think it's too hot. I think we need to get this done, right?
Look at this.
Yeah, we are just burning on the sun, and we... it's hot.
It's pretty hot today. Let's go to
I think we need at least to go to the shade, because otherwise you're gonna get crazy here. Yeah, but we are really, really excited with the new mast. Now, all we need to install that is much better. Yeah. So basically, what we need to install the new mast now is to buy the stays and to get the turnbuckles, and also let's sit down. Much better. As I was saying, we already have the mast. We have already a deal to get the turnbuckles, but we didn't buy the stays yet. We are gonna buy probably next week, and then take them like 2 weeks to produce.
There is another thing. We need to go to Florianopolis, our hometown. That's 700 kilometers
Away from
away from here, to get all the electronics, because we need to install some wirings from the electronics inside of the mast, and also the cables for
I
the
mean,
boat.
we could do that later, but as we are gonna have the mast down, why not do on the proper way?
There's another way, another reason we changed the mast. All the cables were outside of the mast, and we want to pass some from the
Through the inside.
inside.
Yeah, I think it's better just the cables to go through the inside.
And they are in Florianopolis, and we need to get them.
Yeah, the problem is we bought a lot of stuff with our friend that has a shop in Florianopolis, and he has a lot of our stuff on his shop, and we need to go all the way down there. When you watch this video, I think it's gonna be the 24th of February. Tomorrow, the 25th, is my birthday. We are gonna be my entire birthday driving south to pick up some electronics and some stuff in Florianopolis where we live. So then we're gonna pick up the radar. It's radar. Yeah, radar. So we bought a radar. Actually, we bought all the electronics for the boat already. That's a surprise. We didn't even see them yet, but we bought all the electronics.
We need to buy some controls in the US.
Yeah, we bought already now.
Yeah,
we bought it future. Are we confusing you? Talking about the future and the past and the present all the time at the same time?
Because today is like 8th of February.
I think it's the 8th of February or 9th maybe.
We are recording this before we go to the States, so we can add it during the trip, during the flight.
Yeah, during the flight we're gonna add this one. So basically we're gonna pick up the radar and all the cables
and all the electronics
and the wind station, the wind vane for the wind sensor. Yeah, the wind sensor. So hopefully in a month from now, I guess, we're gonna have all the pieces together so we can install the mast. We're not gonna go to the water yet, but a mast, even though we are on the dry, a mast now would be really good because we could make a tent on the top of the boat so much easier, and it's gonna make life better inside to work on what we still have to do inside.
There is something that can...
There she comes again. What's wrong now?
We need to fix some spots in our painting of the orange paint, and we might need to go again to the painting cabin.
Yeah, that's the only tricky thing, that maybe it's gonna make the mast late, but we are hoping we don't need to go to the painting cabin. If we don't need to go to the painting cabin, that means we install the mast in a month from now, I guess. If we need to go to the painting cabin, that can become 2 months from now. Are you guys tired already of listening us talking that maybe we go to the water one day? I mean,
we'll go.
That's a promise. No worries that we're not gonna quit. We are gonna go to the water, but we wanna go to the water when the boat's ready. We want to do it properly, and I think we told you that before, but the marina we are, it's much easier to have a spot on the dry, because on the water they don't have as many spots as on the dry, so our price is probably gonna be better if we stay on the dry. Once we go to the water, is we spend a week on the water making some tests on the boat, and then we're just leaving. So that means we could go to the water really soon, but we rather just go to the water when we are ready, almost to leave and untie the lines. That's gonna be awesome, but one step at a time, right?
Yeah.
For today, that's it. Because I'm really hot.
I'm really hot.
I'm not hot. I'm not that hot. She's better. But I'm feeling hot now. It's sweaty. I'm really, really sweaty. You can see like there is like water dripping everywhere. Check this out. Yeah.
So let's
Guys,
welcome aboard our new patrons for this week.
So welcome to the family. MV Hyperion,
Luisa,
Eme,
Brad,
Ricardo,
Golfer,
David.
and we need to speak some Portuguese now. Bem-vindo, Angelo.
Valeu, muito obrigado pelo apoio. And we also want to thank a donation to our PayPal. Thanks a lot, Derek. And I guess
that's it.
That's it for today, because we are so warm. We need some water and some rest. So I guess we see you guys next week. See you guys next Monday.